Okay, so CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome. Look at me today. I overdid it last week, and on my last video I had mentioned that how much I did, and then I had put a bad idea on the top. My doctor did get upset at me for overdoing it because but when I say upset, I don't mean yelled at me or anything. The way I look right now, I can hardly keep my eyes open. It's very hard for me to talk. This isn't going to be a very long video. All I want you to do is see what chronic fatigue is. For those of you who have chronic fatigue, obviously you already know. Some of you can't even sit up like this for long periods of time. I can't. I'm just forcing myself to sit up for a little bit while it's quiet in the house. But like my husband said, it's good to show this so that people can actually see, who don't have chronic fatigue syndrome, what it is, because us explaining it, people don't understand. So my husband had an idea of me videoing during my episodes so that you can actually see kind of what the episodes are like. It's kind of, when I'm at my worst, if my husband doesn't video me, then it won't get done because I won't be able to do it myself. But I'm still in the middle of an episode now, which means, I mean, I've been in an episode for a while, but like the getting out of the valley, I guess. Yeah, some of the symptoms of chronic fatigue syndrome is brain fog. I don't really, for me it's hard to explain what I feel or what I go through, so it was hard for the doctors to also find out what I had. And they don't understand it that much, so to explain to me what chronic fatigue syndrome is, let me put this down. It's getting tiring holding it. For them to explain what chronic fatigue syndrome is hard, but one of the main things that I noticed with me is that I would just be zapped of energy completely. Couldn't do anything. My words wouldn't come properly out of my mouth. Couldn't think, had no memory. Would try to do my office work, and no. But years ago, even before, before our business started growing and I had my office at home, I was so scared, and because I didn't understand what was going on, I didn't understand what was said to me sometimes. I'm still like that right now. I don't grasp. I zone out. I told my doctor that my brain fog was gone, but maybe that is what brain fog is. I'm still trying to understand all of this. And I've been diagnosed with the 6 years. I'm sure I've had it longer than that. But yeah, it's not easy. I don't like just laying here. I'm an active person. I know you can't tell because I'm laying here, and I have gained a lot of weight in the last 6 years. Because one of the symptoms is not having the energy. No. When I do exercise, it wipes me out. And in the beginning, when my doctor was trying to figure out what was wrong with me, and emergency as well, that's another topic later, is my horrible experience with doctors here in Saskatoon. Horrible, except for my doctor, but the rest of them were horrible, and I'll share that in another video. Yeah, but just like now, my thought is gone. I don't know what I was saying before. Well, and that's what you're going to notice. And I'm not going to, like, cut that out. And maybe it's boring to you. But when you see me in videos, and I might even have makeup on and look decent, but my thoughts will go, and that's all part of the chronic fatigue syndrome. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's not so bad. Yeah, it's just not fun, and it's just something that I can't wait to get on the other side of this, if ever I do. But one I really want people to have an understanding of their spouse, friend, coworker, employee, employer. For me, in this case, I'd be the employer, who my husband and I are both employers. We share a business. But now I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just all over the place. Let's start that again. So I want to be able to have people understand, those of us who have CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, as they say, chronic fatigue syndrome is not a good word for it. It is a disease. It's not just a syndrome. Chronic means it's something that doesn't stop. So yes, if you can understand a fatigue that doesn't stop, but it's more than just fatigue. It is worse when you are menstruating. So, and when I wasn't in menopause, and I was menstruating, I remember sitting on the couch and all of a sudden just falling over to the side because I couldn't sit up. I would just be like, done. And I didn't know that was chronic fatigue syndrome. The only thing I knew was I was going to be getting my period soon. Now I'm going through menopause, or maybe I'm done menopause. I don't know. But there's stress will play a role in this, whether it's emotional or physical stress will play a role in this. So what we can't be doing is being stressed, because that will make things worse. Anyhow, so try to sit up for a little bit. Usually after I lay down for a bit, I can sit up for a bit unless I'm feeling worse. This is my little companion. He's always laying with me. Right. Yeah, and yeah, I just want to really spread awareness, because it's something that doctors and people don't understand. And there we go, thank you. And so if doctors and regular people don't understand it, then it's really hard. Another day I'll tell you about how I first found or felt my extreme symptoms, how they started and everything. I'm sorry if my mind is all over the place. I'm just wanting to yeah, like I said, show you at firsthand what it's like. If you saw my other video or other videos, I'm not like this at all. If you look at my videos from 4 years ago, I did have chronic fatigue syndrome then, but I went through phases, and they were short-lived, maybe a week, 2, maybe 3. And then I was back out there working with my husband. But now they're longer lived. And so I'm hoping to be able to share with people. I'm hoping that people will understand the other people that are in their lives, that they cross paths with or whatever. Yeah. So if you find this content helpful, please feel free to subscribe, share with other people. Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. Share, hit the bell notification, hit the like, as that will help the algorithm see that people are actually interested in what I'm showing you. Put a comment, positive. Try to stay on the positive side. Like I say, this is not my worst episode. This is not me in the trenches. It's just me trying to get through a day. And I want, yeah. Take care. Have a great day. And hopefully the next one will be me not like this once I've gotten a little bit more of an energy boost. That can happen for an hour or 2 during the day. Today I have not had one, nor did I yesterday or the day before. But hopefully, we don't know. I can't guess when the next one will be. But anyhow, take care. And we'll see you in the next video.